Shalom, shalom, peace and blessings, peace and blessings. It is your boy, Prince Moshe, your hostess with the mostest. I know I haven't been real active on my YouTube channel, but just been kind of allowing the Most High to deal with me to what you would call prune, purge, a lot of the worldly ways that we procure over the years as we grow up and we become habitual, by being in the world. And so, just been allowing the Most High to sanctify. I still got some things that I'm working on behind the scene. All praise be to the Most High. We die daily. Today I just kind of want to, talk about John, the immerser, in Hebrew, who we call Yakanah. And I want to talk about how the symbolism and the literal meaning of the story when it talks about John the Baptist being beheaded. And so as I began to ponder, the Spirit began to deal with me concerning John the Baptist, or Yakanah the Immerser. And it was a profound revelation that was imparted by, the Most High Yahuwah's Spirit, the Ruach HaKodesh. And so as I began to ponder about John, I began to understand why Herod, although Herod, he didn't want to behead him. Herod wanted to keep him alive, but you got to also understand that since the beginning of time, since the beginning of time, the serpent, who we know as the devil, who we know as Ha-Satan or Satan, the adversary, the deceiver, has always worked through a woman. And this is, undeniable evidence and proof that, this has been so since the beginning of time. It was Adam's responsibility, his duty, his obligation to preserve, to protect, to exercise judgment as far as the head concerning the Most High's word. But as we know, to this day, that Adam failed. Adam allowed himself to fall prey, to a woman, to the lesser evil. Because evil is in us. He had it in him. If he didn't, he would have never gave in to the demands of, or gave in to the persuasion of Eve. And so, you have to look and see, like, dang, the power of a woman, that she is capable of making you if you are not disciplined, if you are not steadfast and unremovable in your belief, in your faith in the word, she has the power to move you, you know, off of your foundation. And that's what she did to Adam. But that's neither here nor there. You know, the reason why I am saying this is because when you go back and you read the story of Yakana the immerser, you remember he basically chastised Herod. You know, he basically reprimanded Herod, you know, for sleeping with his brother's wife, or looking upon the nakedness of his brother's wife. And so you have to, as a sidebar, understand, and kind of giving you a foundation, or giving you a backdrop of what happened, is that, you know, it's just like in these times now, just like then, Herod was a king. So in order to rule, Herod obviously had money. You know, Herod was obviously rich, and, you know, had power, and was able to, you know, tell man to go here and tell man to do this and tell man to do that, and they did it. You see what I'm saying? So this woman was attracted to him, which women are naturally attracted to men with power. You see what I'm saying? And so you know, the scriptures, you know, they come to give us a boundary. But we see that Herod didn't have a boundary, because Herod was looking up on the nakedness of his brother. And if, you know, Herod had any integrity, you know, or any morals, he would have never you know, slept with his brother's wife, or he would have never even had any acquaintances with him, or he wouldn't have been fraternizing you know what I'm saying, with his brother's wife. You see what I'm saying? So he was looking up on his nakedness, upon the nakedness of his brother. And, you know, she was, you know, wanting to be, you know, with him because he had more power, he had more prestige, you know what I'm saying? And so this woman, you know, understanding that Yakana the immerser was, you know, standing in the way of her having her way. She basically had a Jezebel spirit, you know, manipulative, and you know, wanting to dominate and intimidate and stuff, and control, you know. And so it was during a festival or a birthday or something like that that Herod was having. And Herod, the wife's daughter danced for Herod, and she danced so well that Herod, you know, granted her, or gave her, you know, a wish, or, you know, told her if, you know, whatever she want, he would grant it to her. You see what I'm saying? And so, you know, you gotta recognize that this young woman, she didn't have no inkling of what was going on. You know what I'm saying? She just the daughter of this woman. So, you know, this woman, you know, tells her daughter, well, after she danced for Herod and pleased him, you know, and he asked her what she want, the mother basically told the daughter to tell him that she wanted the head of John, of Yakana, the immerser, or John the Baptist, you know, on a platter. And so the moral to this story, and what I'm trying to get you to see, is that John, you know, was a priest. And so being a priest, it is his responsibility to deliver the word, to preach the word, to make sure that those people are upholding the law, or the Torah of the Most High Yahuwah. And so the reason why, and the symbolism, to the story, which it was also not just symbolic, but it was literal. His head was cut off because, it is in your head, in your mind, that you retain the word, that you retain the commandments, that this is where the Most High Yahuwah sits. He sits upon the throne. That's why this is the crown of your head, because he sits on the throne. You see what I'm saying? Your consciousness. You see what I'm saying? When you getting ready to do something that you don't got no business doing, warning comes before destruction. You see what I'm saying? If you've been brought up in the way that you should go, you see what I'm saying? Then warning comes to you, and you know already that you shouldn't be doing that. Now, if you go against that, that's on you. You know what I mean? But however, this is the reason why John the Baptist, or Yakanah, the immerser's head was cut off. This is why she wanted his head. She was so wicked and so evil that she just, you got to think about it back in those days that, they were crucifying, they were impaling people, where they would take a stick and drive it up your backside and stuff like that, through your anal. They were, it was a lot of things that they were doing, when you go back and you look at the Romans and how they used to torture people, and so she could have had anything done, but she wanted this man's head. She was so angry, so mad that John, the Baptist, or Yakanah, the immerser, was, putting her in check. Putting her in her place and, doing everything decently in order from a prison cell, that she wanted his head. Because like I said, when the scriptures talk about, your heart, it's talking about your mind. Because your heart and your mind are the same thing. So in the scriptures, and so you have to understand that, that this is where, the battle wheels, of who gonna sit on your throne. You have, words that invade your mind. You have evil thoughts that invade your mind, and you have good thoughts that invade your mind. Things that tell you to do the right thing and things that tell you to do the wrong thing. So there's a war going on of who is going to sit on the throne. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth, the body, as it is in heaven, the mind. You see, so that is the reason why she had John the Baptist's head cut off, or Yakanah the immerser's head cut off, because John, he knew the word. How else could he baptize? You know what I'm saying? See, when I look at baptism, I don't just look at it as a physical thing. I look at the spiritual aspect of baptism. A lot of people want to be baptized in water, but can't be baptized in the word. A lot of people don't even get up and read their word, and don't even read their word at all. But they want to go get in some water and come back up filthy. With the same spirit that you went down with, the same gossiping spirit, the same lying spirit, the same murderous spirit. There is no amendment of the way of the Most High. You go down one way and come up the same. So what is the use for being baptized? So, you have to first change inwardly. Before you can see everything. See, we want to do things outwardly. We want to show an outward declaration because we can fool man. But you can't fool Yahweh, the Most High, because he sees the heart. He weighs the heart. That's why you got we in the month of the scales of justice. We in the 10th month under the Georgian calendar. You know, we're in the month of Libra. Happy birthday, son. You know, we're in that month where justice is being served. That is the scales are being balanced. So yeah, I just wanted to put that out there, man. Shalom, peace and blessing. I hope that this message reached someone. You know, like, share, and subscribe. You know, and if you would like to give a donation, please feel free to look into the description, man. You know, I ain't real savvy with this. I'm gonna learn one day when I get some time on my hands, you know what I'm saying? But you know, right now I'm on the ropes like Muhammad Ali doing the rope-a-dope, you know what I'm talking about? Yeah, so everyone have a good day, man. Peace and blessings to you. May Yah's face shine upon you. May he give you peace, may his countenance be up his countenance, be in your favor, man. Peace and love. Peace and love. Shalom.